As Arkham here, welcome to another run. It's always good to open up, like I say, when you log into your tunes and open up a load of auction house sales. So try and stay on top of that. Make sure you're grinding. Don't be passing up on any ore, skinning, any farming of herbs, whatever, and get them in the mailbox. Get them to your bank tune. I had to run to Stormwind. There's a quest in here I hadn't done in so long. I decided to go ahead and do it. This is the Deep Run Tram. This runs from Ironforge to Stormwind. That tram right there is what I missed. I don't have Blink yet, so I can't jump across stuff or get things faster. Not that that would help. I don't think I would have made it still. Maybe. But I did make this in time. Yeah, Blink would have helped. I would have probably shot right in through it all. So there's a very weird quest here. I've only done this quest once, just because I didn't really serve a purpose. So I want to show you how fast it is to do. I'm waiting for the tram. You get a little tutor, and you got to run around and just hit your little tutor and grab your rats. It's you know where it's from. And the outcome is interesting, but I went ahead and left this in here just because I hadn't done this in so long, and most people will skip it because you're trying to grab the tram. You're not really going to stand around and you have to click on them. I was wondering if you did because I haven't done this in 20 years. So I know I did it once on my first mage, just because that was my first tune. But yeah, you don't need much from me on this. Again, the tram still hasn't come. And I thought I heard it there, but that was not it. So we've captured 5 rats, and we're going to hand them to... I mean, I guess I don't care, but it's just kind of weird. Watch what he does with them. He dispatches his rats, or the rats we give him. And gives you a quest to hand them into his brother, I think it was. So he basically kills the rats, cooks them up, and then you take them. And you can buy them from him and I think the other gentleman that you give them to. And I was just like, that's just random. It is just very interesting. But anyway. So, I wonder if I could have gotten tunnel rat ears from them. Enjoy the tram. It's one of my favorite things that they put in the game. I think it's an awesome little option. It's a free option to travel from 2 areas. Back in the day when you did not know how to make any silver, because silver was a grind back in the day, you really had to skip and whatnot back in it. So I met a couple of new players today, and they literally just had no idea of certain parts of the game. They were brand new to it. They're having fun. They were a couple, and they were just running around together, and it was so refreshing to talk with them. So we're going to put a video on them. We ran Dead Mines together, and we're going to kind of put out videos. They really showed me that this actually could be useful to people. And so stop level grinding. You're going to get to that point. Okay, leveling is the thing, but you need to make your mount now by level 30, because in TBC it's pulled back to level 30. So you don't have those 10 extra levels to grind out that 100. It's no longer 100 gold though, so I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Make sure you hand in. I almost had forgotten. Here's your rats. Your skewered rats. What's that, the hamster gerbil one that they have? The way they sear it and burn the fur off of it or whatever. So I was just curious, but yeah, that's what he does, or sells. The Brawlers Guild is right underneath here. When they do open that up, you go in that little ramp area down there and just shoot to a door that they will open up. It's not, I don't think it's going to be for a while they do Brawlers Guild. I have never ever paid attention to that in the 20 years I've been playing this game. I was just like, wait, what? Has that always been there? I literally have never seen it, or at least just don't remember. All right, good old Stormwind. you're gonna travel back and forth questing wise. Right now, I'm handing in a quest that I had picked up in Ironforge. But you're gonna go to Westfall. You're gonna go to Red Ridge. You're gonna go back to Locomodon. I went there to hand that in just to hearth back. I traveled all that way for one little thing. Now I'm at the Flightmaster in Ironforge, going to Thelsomar. Trees hurt. They're always in my way. I'm pretty sure I'm like eating food right now, and that's why I can't maneuver.
Great to meet you. Watch your back. Safe travels. Off with you.
So tying up loose ends. You're getting a lot of straggler quests, ones that just make you go to a bunch of different places back and forth. There's one here that you're going to pick up where you have to do powder, and you got to run all the way to the wetlands. I just don't recommend doing it. It's a giant ghost walk. It's really bad. I'm kind of done selling these items now. I did pick up a few extra, but I'm done now. And I'm at level, a higher level, of course, than this video. This video is a few weeks old. But I'm not going to be skimping on getting herbs and ore, because I will save them for down the road. I'll stockpile them for when I do swap my... basically want to get my first mount. After that, I'm free to do whatever I want to. I can get rid of either mining or herb. I have not decided on this mage. I love engineering for my mages. Engineering is a blast. But this is not a PvP server. And I don't know how much PvP I would do down the road, or limitations that they would put on it, because it used to be really strong. I mean, the knockout grenades were amazing in PvP. You can stun your enemy. So if you're doing content that you need some AoE stuns, go ahead. Engineering is fun because the goggles, the level 70 goggles, are awesome. You get tinker slots for them, I believe. Engineering has special little deals they make for them. So the goggles are awesome, but they're not a tier that you'd hold on to for very long. And so I don't know if engineering is really worth it. It is worth it. I've said 1,000 times for making the bullets for hunters, if you can get the fell bullet pattern. But you would make a fortune off of alchemy. And alchemy is always useful. I'm pulling right here because there's extra mobs there, and I don't want to see that one that's padding by. I'm going to end up pulling him if this guy's not, closer to me. But I can't go back too far, so always pay attention to your butt. You will butt pull stuff all the time. And again, when he's up there, I may not be able to loot him, and I need like ears. I think this one's for ears. I can't remember. Or I might be trying to grab anything out of it. This is just a grind. The reason I kept this in here was just to kind of show how to pull single mobs. Wand them, run back. Watch for the pets that run fast. We've always, been cautious of them. That was fat-fingered. I got excited. This was a bad pull here. I put this in here for a reason. I believe this is the bad pull. It's just so many. Yeah, I pulled him. There's one in the back there. I don't know that I've caught up on it yet. I don't think I saw him, because he's just throwing little hammers at me. This is a very bad situation I put myself in. So, pay attention. A sheep early on that would have been fine. I would not have had a problem had I had got the polymorph off early. So just pay attention. You're gonna die. If you don't die, it's retail, and you might as well just go play retail, because you'll grind through. I mean, in retail, you can pull the entire area, and they could be 4 levels higher than you, and you're still gonna kill them. Like there's just no challenge to it. You do not learn your tunes. One thing I've noticed about retail is people do not know their tunes. They don't know how to survive. They don't know how to stay alive. They don't know how to pull properly. You just run in, face smash everything, run on to the next one, and everybody gets the kill. So if there's 5 of you just to hit the same thing, you don't even have to group up. The reason that long-term players love Classic so much is the difficulty's there, but also the social part of it. I ran in the Dead Minds group today, and it was just a pleasant group. You know, when we finally got everybody together, we had a few mishaps. But so here I paid attention because I noticed, oh yeah, okay, he's gonna pull. I'm keeping my back up high so I don't pull behind me. And I'm just gonna smash this guy down. This is where alchemy becomes an amazing thing when you're leveling in classic. So I think once, and I'm pretty sure I have enough for my mount. What I'm doing right here, pay attention. I'm trying to kill this guy so I can do that. Now I have full mana. This will happen a lot. Well, it can happen a lot. So there are times when you'll be hurting and you'll get that ding and it will level you out. Especially in a dungeon. I do that a lot in a dungeon, it seems like. It was just simplicity here. This is, I think, why I kept this in the video. Remember, we're going to try and grab those chests when we can because we want the wool. We want the leather. If you can get like silk bolts, linen bolts, those sell a lot better and you can't make them. So it's nice to have those. I would normally keep them in the bank, stash a few, and put them in the auction house. Finishing this awful. So anytime you're playing WoW Classic and you have a quest that says get 3 of something, get 5 of something, get ready for a long haul. You're going to be there for a very long time. And for some reason, I just felt like this was... I don't even know if I need mana or what. No, I don't. So what am I doing here? Playing around with the camera, I guess. You will grab quests from this, from the dudes up top here, and they're tough. They're level 19. I think I did them at level 18 when I was here, 17, something like that. They're level 19 to 20 mobs. And I did group up for them because they were tough. For now, I'm just grabbing more guts, killing more beasts. I don't... passing them up for some reason. Okay, so that's right. This is why I put this one. I am running around to get to a quest area. Let me pull this over here so I can see. We're about to try. Somebody's asking if we wanted to help with a high level quest. And so I was like, well, I'm in the area, so I'll definitely help because I needed it as well. And it was just a bad idea. So this was a lot of wasted time. I should have kind of caught and left early. Or caught on, I should say, and left early. But I like to stick it out. When I'm with a group, I like to help them. So when you're in a group, especially in Classic, it's customary to finish the quest together. So if you kill, let's say you need 10 of a mob, you get all 10 and the person you're with needs like 3 more or whatever, you stay with them until they get them. A lot of retail, of course, would just leave and move on, which I don't know why you're grouping up for anything in retail. But so here you're going to want to stay with the people that you're at, finish it. And I always ask them, I always say, hey, how many more do you need? Okay, cool. You need 2 more. We're just going to keep grinding until you're done. Because some people may not know. Some people use Questy. I'm trying to stay away from that one. I want more useful stuff. That's pretty decent for level 13. I just don't know if it would sell. You can get better ones out there. 63 silver is a lot to buy for that one. So I would pass on something that high. Because I don't think I'm going to find anybody's going to pay a gold for that. Because you're going to need to at least sell it for a gold to make it worth your while. So, but I'm always looking at vendors to see what they have. There's a place up north here that, or to the east, I mean, that has amazing greens that you can vendor, or excuse me, that you can put in the auction house. And so I was thinking that he would have special items. So anyway, I'm making a long trip. Instead of killing my bears and getting my guts, I'm running around. This island that's right here, you will need to find the tools There's a gentleman who lost like 4 boxes of tools or some kind of thing like that. It's a quest that's on the far east center of the lake. It's the center on the east side of the lake. Is a gnome that's out there who wants you to go there, and that's where you're going to get them. There's also at the lodge area, there's a guy who wants you to do crocodile skins and meat or something to that nature. So that's where you get them at. Now, I'm too low to pick up the quests that are here. You will see them later on because I do come back and do them. However, these dudes right here are going to make this difficult. That mage, I think, just pulled them from me. Oh, cool. I didn't even pay attention to that. There's 3 dudes down that are probably killing him right now. So we brought in an extra person for the quests. It's not going to be enough because we're all just too low. But what I'm doing is I'm just running around, dodging stuff because everything here can one-shot me. Just about. Again, I don't recommend being in this area at level until you're level 17 at least. Just because the ogres that you're supposed to kill are they hit hard. And the casters hit really hard. And there's a pat that walks around here. There's 3 elite 21, I think they are. 3 level 21 Tauren and 2 ogres, I think that is. They will just crush you. Now watch my health here. Oh, it's gone. Now, for me, I've got Frost Nova. I know how to survive a little bit, but it's not going to help. It's just not. I was like, okay, I should have paid more attention. And the best part was waiting. So the reason I left this in here, other than just saying, hey, don't go here this way too early, this is for the ogres and the head. There's a ogre in the far back of one of these caves that you need his head. Don't do it yet. It's just not worth it. But here's the best part. This dude, see where everybody's at? I'm waiting. I'm going to be waiting on them. One of these dots is going to go, and you won't be able to see it because of the covering there. But one of these dots is going to go in and smelt, like, I don't know, 20-something ore. We're just waiting on him, and he's just smelting ore. And I think it was the tank, the one that had the most health. So I wasn't certain how well we would do here, and I just kind of wanted to open the area up and all. But this is the ogre area, Mogrash. You can see right there. I'm like, oh, nope. They're all red. Chuckles, who we're going after. This is kind of when you're like, oh, maybe I can go in there and get a carry. Well, one of them kills all 4 of us, I believe. So I don't even think it's that. I think a mob is what kills all 4 of us. I'm basically hinting that, hey, we can't do this. But I'm already here, so if they're going to carry me, I'm going to try and stick it out. But we're still smelting. Oh, we're about to start smelting now. That's right, she's going towards... This is a majority of Classic if you try to get ahead of yourself. Waiting around. Waiting for people to catch up. And what I'm finding out, which I'm 1000% pleased with, is that there's a lot of new players. And so some people don't really know. Like when we do wipe, you can run across water. And there's a player that just didn't know that. And he ran all the way around again. He's like, well, I'm already going this way, so I might as well keep going. So when you're in spirit form, you can just walk across water. Which you'll find out here soon. So we're waiting. So this is, like I say, this is a patience game. You're either... Now, I should have just cut tail and run here. And just said, hey guys, these guys are too high level for me. I'll be useless to you. But I'm kind of looking for a bit of a carry. Because most people are just bringing their friends that are high level, and they're just smashing everything now because everybody has alts that they're leveling, and so they get their mains with their friends, just run around face smash the hard requests. I did get lucky when I did it and grouped up with a couple of people who were on it. Not exactly certain. Again, we're waiting on the smelting, and I'm waiting for them to run over here. They're running into mobs and different stuff. The way that I went was the best way to go, but again, I was also closest to that area. So, going across that big bridge area up there, there's no mobs, of course, even though there's level 19s that'll just one-shot you on the outside of it. That place to the east there, where that's like all blackened out, that's the next area that I should be going to. And there's a lodge in the farthest part of it. Like right in this area here is where the lodge is. You'll pick up the mine area, the quarry area is here. You'll do some awful questing here, which we'll get to later. And then you'll go here to the lodge and you'll pick up a couple more. Very good stuff to buy here at the lodge and sell. Very good vendor here too. So if you're in this area at any time, or if you're around this area, just fly over there, run over there in your mount, pick those up. And they're spell power gloves, I believe, and boots and things that people can use, so they're really good. And again, we'll get to those very soon. I just want you to know how long I'm waiting for these guys. I really wanted you to experience this. This was just a huge waste of time. Now our smelter is swimming, so that's helpful. That's good. These two I try to meet up with. They kind of are going a difficult route. They would have been, well, actually, they would have been okay had they gone straight around. There's a few less ogres there, but if they'd stuck with the water and just killed the crocs that were there, they would have been better off. I will try to meet. They're going to go up in the mountains and run across the ridge there. And I'm trying to see if I should just meet them. Where the dot here is in the center, around here is where that gnome is that has the missing tools. This is the area that has the missing tools. I did not have the quest. At the time they were doing it, I didn't know that's what they were doing. I went over to help them out, but that's just that information there if you need it. They're in view. It's been forever. I feel like you should just experience this. I really felt like everybody should just suffer through this like I did, because I was too ignorant to just leave. It's just like, no, I'll help them. And I think they feared that spider that was there. I gotta be careful because at low level that I am, at level 19 will pull at a huge aggro range. They have a big aggro range. So there's a spider and an ogre here. And a bunch of gnomes. This is hilarious. This is a full gnome party. Except for the human that's not here yet, but they'll get there. So resisting. The resistance is what's going to really kill you. As you've seen me do before. I got lucky enough to sheep him, and I'm like, run. We're just running. Come on. We can res him later. Nope. We're going to fight him, apparently. Resist. And now I'm like, okay, I'm going to try and get far. So when you die, you want to plan. If you know you're going to die, you want to plan your death, because you're going to have to get back to your body, and you're going to have to res in a safe place. Look how fast he's running after me. I'm a survivor, but he's going to one-shot me if he touches me. 9% health, he just spit on me and I'm dead. This spider here can spit on me, and I think this is what happens. So I'm in a bad spot to die, because when I res, look at the mobs that I've got around me. So this was a bad area. I don't know that there's anybody that could res, so we just ran back. And for some reason, I just wanted you to endure this pain and suffering as well. Just wanted you to experience it. I've never died as much. Well, when I originally first started playing, I was dying all the time because I was a clothy and I didn't understand anything about the game. But I've leveled my priest. I don't think my priest really ever died when I leveled my priest. Of course, that's a self-healing character, and she can take a beating. But oh, and I don't know how to type. Apparently I've lost all ability to type. My new keyboard is just terrible. It doesn't work with me, apparently. He was like, oh, well, I'm already started. Might as well go all the way around. Even though he could have clipped it right there. So when you're dead, you can do this. It's the only perk of being dead. If you're a night elf and you're dead, you can do that 20% faster. That is it. If you're on a PvP server, I recommend night elf if you have to, because when you fight and do stuff, you can get back to your body, and if there's anybody there helping out, you can help them. Sagefish is needed. You're going to need that for later on, but we're not doing that right now. And remember, use the Icosiel's videos for your fishing and get your fishing up. If this is your first toon, you want that fishing up. My cooking is a little bit low, but my fishing is maxed out. Maybe not at this time, but it is right now. Again, I had met somebody who was like, I'm level 17 and my mining is only level 5. And so we're going to talk about trades. We're going to talk about what to do. I learned that there's a bit of... okay, so look how difficult it is to res here. I'm like, okay, I got to pick a spot where I can survive the res. Now, you do have a good distance that you can stretch it out to. But, I mean, I just ran all this way. I'm going to res and die and have to run all that way again. Like, that's the concept. So they're across the island. I did not know that they were doing a quest. I was just like, okay, maybe they're over here for a safe area. And I ended up just running with them. Grabbed the quest. This was an absolute waste of time. I could have had them share it, but you know me, I saw gold dots and got excited, so. And again, because your mount is level 30, you're gonna want to grab these. The Swift Thistle and all that, you're at the level now where you're gonna start getting Swift Thistle from your stuff, and that's what sells. Rogues need it. There's a couple of good quests for it too. Excuse me, good potions for it, but rogues need them. Now these are level 16s. This is not a quest I could have done on my own at this level either. The splinters run. All these guys, they just run. They love to pull. They're sort of the hairy Marlocks. But I would say if you have this quest, this might be a good area to watch where they pick them up at. Because I did not, like I say, pay attention, and I should have had the quest. I just did not. I doubt I'll go back and do this one. Not at level 20. I could, but it's kind of useless. We'll talk trades for a little bit. I know I'm going to reiterate this later and show a bit more, but I want you to know that you can pick any trades that you want. It does not matter what you choose. One is gathering, and then one is creation. Hard to do the creation part without the gathering sometimes. So for a first toon, I do not recommend having, let's say, leatherworking and engineering, or alchemy and anything. You're going to want to grab herbalism if you do alchemy. I highly recommend alchemy for your very first profession because of the value of it. Having potions and using the potions is wonderful, and people do buy them, so you can sell them in the auction house. But I recommend a gathering, at least one. For me, if I was to do a very first toon, I did my priest. I did tailoring and herbalism. A lot of people do tailoring and enchanting. I do not recommend tailoring and enchanting. That is the worst thing for a first toon. That needs to be an established toon. You will be so broke and so poor if you do tailoring and enchanting on your first character. So don't do that. Everything you make with tailoring, you disenchant. And it doesn't sell very well because there's tons of it in the auction house. All the stuff that you DE. Because you have to use it to make your enchanting items. So here I'm just kind of like, what are we doing? I'm like, I didn't know there was a quest here. That was honest truth. That's really what it was. It took me a while to figure it out, and I finally found out where the guy was and what they were doing. I really was just contemplating leaving, but I was like, okay, this is a good XP grind because we're just killing a bunch of mobs, so we're gaining on XP. But back to, let's see, if you're going to do, like I say, alchemy and herbalism go together, of course. Skinning goes well with leatherworking. Leatherworking is, it's like engineering. It has a great perk for a little bit, but you're going to out-level it, out-gear it. It does have armor that you can put on your pieces. I think you can put like 4 of them on. There's different types of armor as well. Tailoring has a very nice leg enchant that you put on. It's a spell thread that you put in your gear. And it gives you spell power, or there's different variations of them. And I think the tailors get a very high level one. There's different, like I said, you might just do a little bit looking into that one. There's a lot of awesome stuff they did with tailoring in TBC. You have special cooldowns that you make a special type of cloth, which takes a lot to do, but it would be a 24-hour cooldown, 16-hour cooldown, something of that nature. So you would make them like once a day. You can sell that cooldown. People give you mats, you make the thing with them, and give them the cloth because they're soul bound. Some of them are ones that you cannot sell. You just make your own gear with them. But alchemy has a transmute where you can turn items into other items, or you can make flasks, and you can specialize in flasks or potions, and you'll make extra ones. It's just a wonderful deal. But you can also sell the transmute for the day. It's just a wonderful. The trinket that you make is really nice. You'll outgrow it in a heartbeat. It's never best in slot, which has always aggravated me because it's so nice. But when you're grinding and leveling, it gives you a 40% increase to potions, mana, or health. Naturally, you just pop a health potion and you're at full HP immediately, and you'll have tons of them. So, again, that's just one that I recommend. I have no idea why I put all this in the video. I greatly apologize. I don't know what I was doing. I know some people do enjoy the long content. I play long content when I'm playing, when I'm painting. I have a 3D printer, and I'll paint off large items from Wicked. And he traded this to me, which I'm grateful for. But I didn't use it until level 20 or level 19 when we were in Dead Mines. I just set it in my bags forever, and I was like, I'm going to use this one day. But so when I'm painting, like I say, when I'm painting, I'm working on a Deadpool figure right now, and so I'll have a very long video of doing sorts. If it's not a podcast, it'll be a good WoW video from a creator that I like, and I'll let them play. So I understand that idea. Get those polys off. You're gonna keep people alive. Poly him again. No, don't hit him. If there's a bleed on him, okay, he's gonna take him. It's all right. So if you polymorph something, it heals it to 100% during the polymorph. It's not a good way to silence anything, but some people have done it for that. Okay. Oh, see, I'm gonna lose this guy. I'm pulling aggro off of him so that way I can keep him alive. Now I'm doing this. He should run away, but he's got health pots. He's an alchemist, obviously, so he's got. So you see, he's dying right there, and he got his health back. Click a button. Little gnome's alive. So these little camp areas where they have the tools at. Again, this is just an XP grind. I'm low level, doing something a little different. Breaking from the monotony of just running around doing quests, at least, even though I should be doing a quest right now. I was just too ignorant to pick it up. Or ask them to share it. Really not certain why I left all this in there, so we're going to just go. I know I'm supposed to be talking more about trades, but this is forever. We're just going to go. We're just going to go. Hey, look how great this is. All right, we were here forever. Holy merciful Lord. Okay. These little dudes in the water are awful. They'll keep you in combat for so long. It's the worst. I think this is kind of when we call it, because we're like, we can't do this. I don't recommend blacksmithing. If you do mining and blacksmithing in your plateware, that'd be like a paladin or a warrior. You can make great weapons for a bit. You can make the Titan Steel series. I made a fortune selling the Titan Steel series of weapons on the auction house and retail for transmog purposes because they're really neat looking. But again, the problem or the challenge with leatherworking, engineering, any of the trades where you make tailoring and all that, tailoring does have a best in slot piece until you get to higher level raid. The shoulders, maybe it was, the chest and shoulders. I think that that's a wonderful set for clothies. But you really want to focus on gold making until you get your mount. Remember, you got 3 mounts to buy. Because not only you get your 30 mount, you get your 60 mount, which is the faster version of your 30 mount. Then you get your flying mount. And I'm going to die right here. There's no way I'm going to do anything for these guys. But I let my warrior through. He's like, yeah. Sacrifice the clothy. Oh, there's another clothy down. There's no way we would have done this. It's just not happening. With the amount of resist that we would have had. This is 1 mob taking on 2. And I'm really just kind of like, why am I just still doing this? So sometimes you know, just choose to help people out and stick them out. And lessons learned concept. Blacksmithing is very intensive. Very, very intensive. It takes a ton of ore to get blacksmithing appropriate. It takes a ton of tailoring to get enchanting to an appropriate level. So enchanting is wonderful, but not for your first tune. I don't recommend that. I always tell people do herbalism and skinning or herbalism and mining. Make sure you're fishing and you're cooking. If you need to do first aid, but linen sells very well. Like I said, this is mostly just about getting your gold, getting your first mount. I just bought my mount on my priest. My priest was level 38. So I realized that my priest was from vanilla and was carried over. I didn't carry it over. It just carried it over when I swapped to this. So my priest was 38 and did not have the mount yet. And I was like, wait a minute. And I looked and I was like, yep, sure enough, it's level 30 now. So I did run and grab my mount for my priest. It was like 45 gold. And I know I've pretty much already made that on this character. So I'm okay, but when I do get that 1 mount, I'll have 30 levels to get whatever it is for the next one. I don't know how much it is, 100 or 300, something like that. Once you get to TBC area, when you get to Outlands, you're going to make gold. Okay, here's what I want to do. So it's way, way too far to run to my body. It's insane run to my body. My gear right now costs nothing to repair. It's super, super cheap. And if I flip a U-turn right here, a little bit more, nope. I'm trying to think, and it's not working. There we go. Now you're getting it. Super genius. You were just there 20 seconds ago, so why should you forget? This is the spirit healer. It will res you. This is your best friend in that situation because I just don't want to run all the way back. It gives you what's called res sickness. It's 2 minutes. It used to be 5. And it used to be like 75% or whatever. So people hated this because like you get people into a dungeon and they'd have like this massive 5-minute deal of res sickness where if anything touches you, you die. You're done. So, and as always, we're closing out with the auction house. Remember to put your stuff in the auction house. This was from previous. But grab the res sickness, repair your gear, and just wait out the 2 minutes. It's so nice that it's 2 minutes at this low level. I think it does increase as you go. That's just going to keep you. It would take me 5 minutes to run all the way back there in Hearth and stuff like that. So I sold some mitts. All right, there's a gold almost right there. Not so bad. I did pick up enchanting because I wanted to see in Classic they had no level cap on your trades. You could just farm them, and so you'd have a lot of people with low level enchanting, and I wanted to see if that was still the case. I know I could have looked it up, but Wowhead's a bit cluttered these days, and then this is just that next morning. I'm bragging, but I'm showing you that it works. I'm not bragging at all, really. I'm just showing you how to do it. The bronze framework finally sold. I think I put it in there for like 3 gold. But it works. Don't pass up your gold dots. Keep all your cloth. Put your cloth on the auction house. It adds up. So thank you for coming on this one, and I will see you after.